Hey guys, it's me, and I thought I would give you a little mid-month budget update because I think it's really cool to be able to kind of summarize everything that I did that month at the end of the month. But I don't know. There's also I think I would love to see some of my favorite YouTubers tell me how they're going kind of halfway through. So, and sometimes my budget is awesome mid-month, and other times I've spent all my money and it's just going to be like for the rest of the month. So, this month so far is pretty good. I'm just going to tell you what I've spent so far. I paid my rent, of course, and my tithe, and my insurances, my phone and my internet, everything like that. My electric bill just came in. It's $40. So, that's over my $32 budgeted amount, but if you remember, I've been putting the excess from like the $9 months into a kind of a sinking fund, and I'm gonna pull out the excess for that, so I won't be going over budget. It's freaking out on me. Let's see, I have spent $104.50 of my $170 grocery budget. So this week I'm not shopping. I'm using excess from the first 2 weeks of the month that I went grocery shopping for, and a little bit of stuff out of my pantry, and it's kind of like a no spend challenge, except not fun. And because I'm just gonna have to get a little bit better at this whole meal planning thing. But then again, this also seems to happen every month. I kind of over purchase the first 2 weeks, and by the third week I don't really have to shop at all, and then for the last week of the month I have to shop because I've eaten all my food. So, and I'm fine with it working like that. Like, that's fine. I've got some fruit left. I've got milk. I have everything I need. I'm just going to have to be a little more creative than going on Pinterest and being like, I want to make this meal. Let's go buy the ingredients. And it's also going to help because I'm saving up for this upcoming weekend. I'm going to New Orleans because there's the Louisiana Press Association, Mississippi Press Association Awards, and the Associated Press Awards, and I'm getting an award. I'm not sure what, but the office is paying for us to go down there, and so since I'm being paid to go into New Orleans anyway, my friend Lauren and I, who y'all have met in previous videos, are going to go to Whole Foods, and I realize that I can't afford to shop at Whole Foods, but I'm not going to go over budget. I'm only going to spend money that's in my food budget, and I think I'm going to have some fun getting some kind of items that I am not able to normally find in the Kroger here. So, and also I'll get to shop from the bulk section and use my reusable bags and my mason jars, and not save a little money there because it's going to be more expensive, but it will be low waste or zero waste, and I'm just kind of excited about getting to that and to sample because it's going to be on Saturday, so they're going to have samples out, and it should be fun. So, alright, so I'll have $65.50 to spend there, though I definitely am not going to spend all of that because I'll still have another week and a half to go after that. But so I'll probably be looking around the $40–50 range, and then have just kind of eat leftovers the last week of the month. So I've spent $50 on gas. I have $20 left for the month, which is fine. So my tank is full. I spent all of Rory's money on food for her. I've spent $11 of my $40 restaurant fund, which was at La Coretta's when I went garage sailing with my friends. So I've only been out to eat once this month, and I'm probably going to save, I don't really foresee myself spending a lot more of that in the coming week because I have food ready to go in the fridge, which helps so much when you don't want to go out. If you have food packed, why not eat that, especially if it's good food you're looking forward to. I had hummus today. So, see, and I have spent $0 out of my personal fund so far, which is like awesome, because sometimes I'll spend that right away in the beginning of the month, but I didn't need any like personal items like toiletries or clothing or anything like that, so it's just kind of sitting there. I am considering spending $40 of that on some new kitchen chairs. And before everybody yells at me, I love these kitchen chairs. I got them at a yard sale last year, but they are kind of wobbly, especially two of them. And at a dinner party, I threw last month or the month before, I sat in one and it collapsed. And it's just, they're kind of old and wobbly, and I have a friend in town that got a ton of chairs from an old school, and they're really sturdy, kind of like 50s era chairs. They're very simply lined. They aren't as ornate as these, but she said that she would sell me 4 for $10 a piece. And here's a piece of one, and they're all kind of scratched up, so I would have to sand them down, and I even say property of SLC building 2900. I don't even know what that means, but I'd have to sand them down and refinish them. I'd probably paint them all white. I would love to have some white chairs. So she gave me this to kind of test on to see exactly how much work it would take for me to sand these down by hand, because I don't have a power sander or anything like that. And if I decide that I would be willing to do this to all 4 chairs and just put in like the sweat equity, she was going to sell me these for $10 a piece. So I'm considering that, and that's a very generous offer of her, and these chairs would be really good chairs for much time to come. And if I were to do that, I would also sell these chairs and then probably either put that money back into my personal fund, but I probably wouldn't do that. I would just put it towards my student loans like anything else that I sell. So, so far I have not really made, I got 1 paycheck this month, but I didn't have much overtime in it, and this upcoming Friday's paycheck is not only not going to have any overtime, but it's actually going to be like less than 40 hours, because I had a sick day last week. I woke up with a terrible headache on Friday, and I called in sick, and my boss forgot to put in the time, the request. So I only had 35 or 34 and a half hours for the week. If I'd had, if she had logged my sick day, I would have been over that, and I would have gotten overtime. But they don't really like to put in overtime on weeks that you take sick or vacation. What they do is if you have overtime, they subtract that from your sick or vacation days. And I took a vacation day the previous week, and so I only had 40 hours for that. I ended up with 4 vacation hours instead of 8, which is fine. But I'm not going to have a lot of overtime this month. So I think I'm going to try to sell some stuff that's been piling up and I've been procrastinating, and hopefully rake in a little bit more money. So I have to go cover the city council now, but tell me if you would like me to continue doing mid-month budget reports, because as you know, budgets change like week by week and stuff happens and you have to adjust. So that's where I am mid-month, and it's under control at the moment, but who knows? I don't. Good to see you guys. Bye.